hip to the hip, hip hop, you don't stop the rocker to the band, man. Nigga say up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie beat. Now what you hear is not a test, I'm rocking to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am on the mic and I like to say hello. Up to the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, and the purple, and yellow. But first, I gotta bang, bang, the boogie to the boogie. Say up, jump the boogie to the bang, bang, boogie, let's rock. You don't stop, rock the rhythm, that'll make your body rock. Well, so far you've heard my voice, but I brought two friends along. And next on the mic is my man Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song.
Check it out, I'm the CASN, the OVA, and the rest is FLY. You see, I go by the code of the doctor of the mix. These reasons I'll tell you why. You see, I'm 6'1" and I'm tons of fun, and I dress to a T. You see, I got more clothes than Muhammad Ali, and I dress so viciously. I got bodyguards, I got two big guns that definitely ain't the whack. I got a Lincoln Continental and a some new Cadillac. So after school, I take a dip in the pool, which is really on the wall. I got a color TV so I can see the Knicks play basketball. Him and juggle my checkbook, cause it costs more money than a sucker could ever spend. But I wouldn't give a sucker or a bum from the rock, not a dime till I made it again. Everybody go, hotel, motel, what you gonna do today? Cause I'm gonna get a fly girl, gonna get some spank and drive off in a Death OJ. Everybody go, hotel, motel, holiday inn. You see, if your girl starts acting up, then you take her friend. I'm Master G, I'm off mellow, it's on you, so what you gonna do?
Well, it's on and on and on and on and on. The beat don't stop until the break of dawn. I said a M-A-S, a T-E-R, a G with a double E. I said I go by the unforgettable name of the man they call a Master G. Well, my name is known all over the world by all the foxy ladies and the pretty girls. I'm going down in history as the baddest rapper you ever could be. Now I'm feeling the highs and you're feeling the lows. The beat starts getting into your toes. You start popping your fingers and stomping your feet and moving your body while you're sitting in your seat. And then damn, they start doing the freak.
McCrary. Batting 8th, playing left field, number 5, Carly Pitzenbarger. And batting 9th, the right fielder, number 8, Claire Christensen. So for Pattonsburg, Winston, Goebel, Iddingsberger, Estes, Weigard, Cameron, McCrary, Pitzenbarger, and Christian. And for the Panthers, who will be the home team, had different lineups kind of here for each game, but the 3 at the top have remained the same. So the Panthers will start at third base, number 1, Farrah Williams. At shortstop, number 18, Gracie Williams. In center field, batting third, number 12, Sophie Greer. Batting fourth and catching in this game, number 15, McKenna Cunningham. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 8, Frances Cosson. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 7, Dee Dee Zweibaummer. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 11, Savannah Crook. Batting eighth and pitching on the mound, senior number 22, Kate Wolf. And batting ninth and playing left field, number 17, Morgan Ball. So for the Panthers, it'll be Williams, Greer, Cunningham, Cosson, Zweibaummer, and Crook, Wolf, and Ball. Exciting day. The captains and coach are at home plate. We have already had the toss, so kind of going through just some quick ground rules, and then I'm going to guess we will be underway here in the next 3 or 4 minutes or so.
Very good. I was going to say one of the things, of course, this is first year for Mackenzie Hofling, and she's inherited some pretty good pitching with Kate Wolf, Charlie Hinton, and then you got Cosson as well as is it Gracie? No, Farrah Williams or Gracie? Which one?
Both of them can do it.
They both pitch. Okay.
Everybody can pitch.
Right. Well, there you go.
We're all pitchers.
Well, and then is there not some 8th graders that are coming up that has another slew of some pitching?
They're nice little talent there in junior high as well. But this group, new season, have gotten it started off well, and I'd like to see them cap off the day here and play good softball. I know that second game against Lexington has some girls who can really swing the bat, and I thought Panthers played a really nice game offensively against Lexington. And kind of what you're seeing in the lineup here is some speed, kind of 1-2-3 there at the top, and then rolling over at the bottom with Morgan Ball. So you get kind of that 9-1-2-3, and even sometimes some 8-1-2-3. The Panthers can put some nice athletes on the bases, and then see if we can really drive them in with Cunningham, and Charlie Hinton's had some big hits today, and Frances Cosson in the middle of the order.
Umpiring for today's game, Vince Kafka will be behind the plate, and then Mike Kearns out in the field. These two are veterans in baseball, softball, and I've seen them all over the place.
Racquetball, pickleball.
Oh, are they?
No,
I don't know if they do that.
No, these guys this is my 12th year at North Platte, and these guys have been here every year, and I'm sure they were here many years before me as well.
Yeah, Ed Gum, of course, today I heard so he had some father-in-law that had passed.
Yeah, had family commitments today, so it's sad, but we'll miss Ed and wish him well, and I'm sure we'll be seeing Ed shortly in the future.
Oh, definitely. Always a pleasure to see him as well. So, yeah, they're getting set. Panthers are in the field. They're getting their warm-ups in. Mr. Davis is going to be taking the play-by-play. And leading off on deck, or just lead off for Pattonsburg Winston is Jaden Goebel. She's the catcher for the Lady Panthers. They said Panthers, although they said Pant Cards, because they're like Panthers and Cardinals, or with the co-op.
That's not a good little combination there. We might have to come up with our own that we like.
I know,
kind of as we go.
Well, and they said just use Panthers, or the coach did, and so I just basically said Pattonsburg Winston for most of the. I didn't do what Braden did. I'm going to tell on him, but he called them another co-op, and I can't remember now which one.
Valley?
No, it was another one where he said two names, and they go, no, it's Pattonsburg Winston. He goes, oh, so sorry. Yeah. So a legit mistake, but yeah, nonetheless. So, all right, I think we're getting ready. Here's Mr. Ryan Davis, play-by-play.
Yeah, and so Kate Wolf on the mound. She pitched game 1 in the East Buchanan game. Kind of got bases loaded with nobody out to start that first inning, and then worked her way out of it.
Winston, the catcher, number 1, Jaden Goebel.
To not give up any runs. And she pitched 2 innings in that game and then did not get in the second game. So she should be fresh coming in here into game 3. Charlie Hinton pitched game 2 and was excellent. What you kind of look for here early on is if you miss in the zone, are you missing in good spots? Are you missing down? Are you missing just off the plate, or did you miss your spot down? So we'll see how Kate starts here the inning. We've seen Pattonsburg Winston today, especially at the top of the order. They can swing the bat a little bit, so Panthers need to be ready to play some defense and get going here to try to get the victory and win this tournament.
Well, I know that between their game with Lexington, they both were kind of smacking the ball around the yard a little bit.
Yep.
Squaring it up.
Wolf delivers. First pitch is rocketed down the right field line, just foul. So that's kind of what we're talking about. Be ready to field here early on, but Kate starts ahead 0-1.
She struggled a little bit in that first game, but then found her groove, and then from then on, it was pretty much lights out against East Buchanan. And Charlie had a little bit of a struggle as well against Lexington, but then quickly recovered. And when they got in their groove, they kind of found their spot. They were almost unhittable.
And Kate is, in my opinion, a unique pitcher. A lot of times your strong pitchers in softball are going to be rise ballers or maybe beat them with change speeds with a changeup, and those are usually their two best speeds. A lot of times what you see with Kate, her best pitch is a curveball, or her best pitch is kind of keeping it down with a drop ball. Kate can really get it to move here, and she good fastball there down 0-2. So let's see if I'm going to move a little bit here so I can see a little bit better movement on the ball. But see how she is working that curveball here early on. That's what she goes with here 0-2. The delivery, fastball, high. Good field by Williams. Kind of got an in-between hop, and she throws over to Dee D's Y-bomber for the out. So nice play by Farrah Williams there at third. You're kind of there. You're wanting either the high hop or
Adding second to pitcher number 4, Eddie.
Or you want to get that on the short hop. I think she almost tried to play it on the high hop, but that field is so soft. It went into a little mound of putty, and she ended up kind of getting an in-between hop. Nice play, and throw it over to first.
I was walking on it out there, and it just kind of seemed like your marshmallows just had a lot of give.
So this is Addie Itting. She's the pitcher here for Pattonsburg Winston in this game. Another strike from Wolf and a soft roller over to Dee Dee's Y-bomber, and she backhands it and touches first base for the second out.
Batting third, first baseman number 22, Izzy Berger.
So Dee Dee, we've seen Dee Dee kind of playing at some different spots today. She caught earlier on. She's playing some first base. And Dee Dee's I've seen Dee Dee play a lot of positions, junior high and high school, so she's kind of a nice little utility player that the Panthers are plugging in kind of in each spot.
She had a nice throw down to second to throw out a base runner that I thought was pretty impressive. Came up out of her crouch pretty quickly and fired it down there right on the money and threw the base runner out as they tried to steal second.
Here's the first pitch out of the zone today from Wolf, missing just high and away, ball 1. Batting for Pattonsburg Winston is Izzy Berger. She's playing first base. Pitch from Wolf, a little high and tight and fouled off the fists by Berger, 1-1.
Bubblegum still available for any foul balls out of play. Go ahead and bring it back here to the backstop. One big juicy piece of bubblegum.
So Wolf there, good pitch, high on the hands. Let's see what she comes back with. Cunningham wants it away. It is away. So again, you don't mind that as a coach. That's where it's called. That's where the miss is just a little bit, and you're not missing middle of the zone here to your number 3 hitter. So even though ball out of the zone 2-1, that's a good pitch there by Kate. Same pitch called for by Cunningham, and there's the curveball that chases away. 2-2, good pitch by Wolf. That's kind of her patented curveball moving away from a power hitter there.
She looks a little bit more in control than she did in game 1. Of course, it was early in the morning, 8 o'clock first pitch, but yeah, looking pretty good so far here. 2 batters in.
The delivery from Wolf, rocketed to Savannah Crook. She's right there. And a good thing they started putting second baseman there 160 years ago so we can get the out. So 1, 2, 3.
Wise choice.
1, 2, 3 for the Panthers. A play at third base, a play at first base, and a play at second base. And no runs, no hits, nobody left after half inning. Pattonsburg Winston 0. Panthers coming up.
We'll be back on North Platte Sports Radio right after this.
We appreciate our sponsors of North Platte Sports Radio. Here's one you should check out.
Did your current propane company leave you out in the cold last winter? There's something you can do about that. Give Nash Gas a call. Nash Gas has been locally family-owned and operated since 1945. Let our family take care of your family this winter. Nash Gas offers keep full programs, winter heating contracts, and budget plans, all with superior customer service. Contact Nash Gas at 8164503333 or online at nashgasco.com.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the MSHSAA, are the 171,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Missouri. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and athletes.
And we're back here at Dean Park on the North Platte Sports Radio Network. Bottom of the first inning. Leading off for the Panthers is Farrah Williams, right-handed batter. Good speed from Farrah. She's facing Pattonsburg Winston pitcher Addie Iddings. First pitch from Iddings down the middle, popped up by Williams. We have a collision between pitcher and first, but the height of Iddings wins out over Berger, and she's able to make the play. So one pitch, one out, and Williams is retired.
Shortstop, number 18, Gracie Williams.
So that brings up Gracie. Gracie's been on base a ton here today so far. Farrah was first pitch swinging. That pitch from Iddings is down in the dirt, ball one.
I was always a batter that needed to see a couple of pitches before I took a hack. How about you? Do you like to see, or you just go up there hacking away?
In between. You know, if you're, I think you always, if you see fastball and that's what you're sitting on, you find your pitch, you want to get a little in-betweener by Williams and the track
good.
star, that's a single.
Good as a bunt.
Good as a bunt, good as a hit, good as a liner. It's going to work. So a little floater over the pitcher into kind of no man's land.
Center fielder, number 12, Sophie Greer.
And anything that's going to take more than a second for the infielder to pick up, if your last name's Williams, that's going to be a hit.
Yeah, they have the innate ability to just fly down the line.
So that brings up Sophie Greer. Greer batting third here for the Panthers in the third game, playing center field. She takes the first pitch. I think it's called a strike. That one's down in the dirt, ball one. And was that first one a strike or a ball?
I think it was a strike, but at least that's what Maryland's got on the scoreboard.
We'll keep an eye on Williams here at first. She's not going. Hit hard by.
Oh, look at that.
See, and that's what speed do, Steve. The shortstop.
That is.
Worried about Williams at second base, leaves the hole where she's positioned, running towards second, worried about the steal, and Greer hits what would be essentially a routine
could be a
ground ball to the shortstop. But because of the teammate at first base running, she finds herself a hit in the left field. So that's what teams, good teams are going to do. That's what speed can do, especially here at the top. Sophie got a hit, where if Gracie's not on, that's an out. Yeah,
because it would have been easily handled by the shortstop and probably in time to get Sophie at first. I don't know if they could have turned two on that. It wasn't hit that hard, but it still was. That's why you put runners in motion to put pressure on the defense, and that worked the way it's supposed to.
So that brings up McKenna Cunningham. Cunningham's put the barrel on the bat hard a couple times today. She's rocketed a couple in the gaps, batting fourth for the Panthers, and has had two nice games at the plate. So she's got runners on first and second with one out here. The bottom of the first inning, count 1-1. That one misses just up, 2-1.
No score, bottom of the first. One away, runners at first and second.
Cunningham is traditionally a patient hitter and looks for her pitch. Like, she does a really good job looking for one pitch in one spot, and that's the one she's going to turn on like right that. That needs to go. It is going, and it's up against the wall. It's off the left fielder's glove. Couldn't quite tell from here if it got out, but it's going to be off the fence. Gracie Williams is in to score. Sophie Greer slides around to tag at third base.
Nice slide by Sophie.
And good speed for the Panthers. They had to hold to see what was going to be done, see if it was going to be caught.
Batting fifth, right fielder, number 8, Franny Cosson.
So Cunningham caught that just underneath. Otherwise, that one's probably gone. She's going to get a single out of it. Gracie scores. Williams scores from second. Greer goes first to third, sliding around to tag. And the Panthers are first on the board here in the third game, 1-0. So now Greer at third. Taylor Sipes is going to run for Cunningham at first as a courtesy runner because Cunningham is the catcher. And that brings up Frances Cosson.
Runners on the corners.
Costin shows bunt and squares and swings away, and it's a hard ground ball between short and third, and a nice little single for Costin. It's going to be an RBI that brings in Greer. So good.
First baseman, number 7, Edie Zweibaum.
So good swing from Costin, first and second with one out. And this is kind of what we've seen for the Panthers.
Yeah,
we haven't really seen. Cunningham's put the bat on the ball hard, kind of at least once each game. But everybody else is just putting the ball in play. Don't strike out. Make teams play defense. And so far, opponents have not been able to play great defense to get them out.
They've been consistently making contact. Not a lot of strikeouts, which is good. And putting that ball in play, like you said, if runners are in motion, the defense is usually moving, and that's not to the advantage of the defense. And the Panthers took advantage of that here already in the bottom of the first.
So that brings up Dee Zweibaum. She's 0-2 and has a good fastball there from Iddings. She chases a little bit out of the zone for out number 2. So good pitch there by Iddings coming back after 2 hits. So that brings up sophomore Savannah Crook. Crook in this game playing second base and made a nice play on a little line drive there to end the first. Crook's hit the ball well today too. She gets a pitch, fouls it off to the right side for strike 1.
Yeah, it landed by 2 little kids playing over there on the bank towards the football field, and everybody was kind of concerned for their well-being, but it fell away from them. So they're all none the worse for the wear.
Iddings brings it home. Good pitch down in the zone. Crook gets a piece of it and fouls it off 0-2. So that's 5 good pitches right in a row from Iddings here.
Looked like the bottom just kind of dropped out.
Yeah, that was a nice drop ball. Mm-hmm. So Crook now looking to protect, but here's what we're talking about. Just put the ball in play and see what happens. She does. Defensive swing, and she is able to fight it off.
That looked like the same pitch.
Yeah.
Panthers have batted 7th batter up here in the bottom of the first.
Pitch from Iddings down in the zone. Crook hits it to short, and the shortstop elects to go to third, and they're able to get a tag on Francis Costin for the third out. But not before the Panthers add 2. I don't have hits, but 2 runs on a few hits, a couple left. And after 1, Panthers lead 2-0.
We'll be back on North Platte Sports Radio right after these messages.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the MSHSAA, are the 171,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Missouri. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Are you facing foreclosure?
Let's go!
Welcome back to North Platte Sports Radio. We head to the top of the second inning. Kate Wolf is on the mound. And they're going to have the number 4. They have 4, 5, and 6 due up. Caitlin Estes, the shortstop, will lead off for Pattonsburg. Winston. Mr. Davis with the play-by-play.
All right, so 3 up, 3 down for Pattonsburg Winston in the first. All 3 put the ball in play. Good defense by the Panthers.
Winston, number 13, Caitlin Estes.
So hopefully pitchers getting rhythm now, and we can see some pound in the zone. Kate doing a good job there in that first inning. As they gather from the pitcher's mound and retreat to their positions. I think it's going to rain, Steve.
Kind of feels like it with the air getting heavier and cooler.
What's the dew point if the air gets heavier?
I don't know.
Ground ball back to the pitcher. Gets through Kate. Crooks there, though. Over to Zweibacher, who digs it out of the dirt. Nice play.
Nice play all around.
To get the out. So Crook had to range to her right. Ball wasn't hit overly hard.
Third baseman number 12, Vanessa Wiggins.
But still going away from first base. And then not the best throw in the world, but Dee Dee able to dig it out of the dirt using a little catcher skills to help her out there. So 4 batters, 4 balls put in play, 4 outs recorded on the infield here by the Panther defense. Number 12 for Pattonsburg, Vanessa Weigard shows bunt, and the ball misses, pitch misses just away. Ball 1.
I need to fix the mic or get a new microphone. I don't think the one I've got to pick up the ballpark sounds is working.
Well, I can create my own ballpark sounds. We can do that. Can we do that?
Yeah. No, you've already got a job. You can't have 2.
Okay. All right, we can get somebody to just do ballpark sounds.
Yes,
get Maryland.
what
are you doing?
The moans and groans
Yeah.
and cheers and
Yeah.
leers, cheers, leers, and jeers. Whatever it is.
2-1 here to Weigard as Wolf misses just high with fastball.
I don't know if it's Weigard. I think it's Weigand. Weigand?
Weigard.
Weigard?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, because that's what they said.
That's a
But
good,
I don't
that's
get
good
it,
reasoning.
But I don't get it right because they always have funny. I've tried a couple different ways, but I just need to probably hear them say it again.
Good pitch by Wolf, 2-2. Then she comes back. That's her curveball. Misses high and away. Full count. So Wolf, full count. First time having 3 balls on a batter here so far. Been very pitch efficient early on. Kind of same pitch, but she chases. Strike 3. Pitch gets away from Cunningham, but she's able to recover in time and make a good throw to Zweibacher to record the out. So 5 up, 5 down for Wolf.
Batting 6.
Second baseman number 7, Emsley McCreary.
Now, I thought when Kate had a strikeout, you had the howl thing. I thought you had the Wolf howl. Ball 1 from Kate, just high.
Yes, I do, but this is a tournament, so we don't.
Oh, we're neutral site is what you're saying.
Side,
And,
yeah, we don't do the. Yeah.
And I feel it's a very neutral broadcast.
Yes.
We're calling all the Panther players by first name.
I think
Ball 2 from Wolf.
I did. I goofed their lineup up. Gosh darn it.
That's all right.
Well,
This is Rosie Cameron, center fielder.
That's who I left out. Just 6. 6.
Pitch down the middle from Wolf, strike 1. Cameron taking all the way. Coach Hoefling calling pitches for the Panthers. They got the wristbands and taking a peek. There's a pitch, misses just away, 3-1. So we'll see if Wolf can come back second batter in a row with 3 balls.
Having a little bit of an issue with control here in the second. 2 away so far.
Pitch.
So she
finds the corner.
So she's able to. I don't know if maybe she's trying some things out, and
I think she's pitching great.
Oh, no doubt. But I mean, she's able to hit like the outside corner like that.
A little chaser there, fought off the hands. A little knuckle buster to keep the count full.
I think if you're really struggling, I mean, you have no control.
If you want me to show, if you want to see some struggling, you can put me out there. I'll show you some struggling.
Were you a pitcher at all?
I can pitch.
Okay.
Yeah. Fastball from Wolf, hit into left field. Morgan Ball's there. Kind of in a weird spot. So even in North Platte, you have that little transition from the grass to the dirt. She kind of catches that spot, but catches the ball as well. So 3 up, 3 down, 6 up, 6 down. No runs, no hits, nobody left. After 1.5, North Platte leads 2-0.
We'll be back on North Platte Sports Radio after this.
In school sports, it's easy to see the wins, the moments that make headlines. But there's so much work that goes unseen for any of it to happen. My name is Phil Risen, and I'm the Executive Director of the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Throughout the country, athletic administrators dedicate countless hours to making life-changing opportunities possible for student athletes through sports. Their sacrifice is fueled by the belief that every student can grow and deserves their time to shine. On behalf of the NIAAA, we want to thank every athletic administrator for your tireless dedication to providing 7.8 million students across the country a path to a better future.
This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Alright, I've gone through all the tracks, just move through the beats. Do your thing.
Alright, everyone, let's hear it for West High's own Brooke Turner, a.k.a. DJ Hood.
Scratching at my first school dance takes confidence. So getting into college, I've got what it takes. So do you.
Visit knowhowtogo.org to learn what you should be doing right now to prepare for college. Start taking the steps at knowhowtogo.org. Brought to you by the American Council on Education, Lumina Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to North Platte Sports Radio. We start the bottom of the second inning with Kate Wolf up there. Mr. Davis with the play-by-play.
Good pitch there by Addie Iddings. She has a fastball that is down and on the black of the plate on the outside for strike one to Wolf. Good swing, a little floater to second base, kind of gets through McCrary at second base, and Kate is on for leadoff runner at first base.
Batting ninth, left fielder, number 17, Morgan Ball.
That brings in Kate's pitching, and the other pitcher, Charlie Hinton's going to come in to run for her.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 6, Charlie Hinton.
That brings up to the plate Morgan Ball. So here's kind of the spot where I think it's interesting with the Panthers. You have about that after you have the start of the lineup, then you have this rollover here where Ball almost becomes a second leadoff hitter at the bottom. And so just like that, smoked into center. Problem is there's somebody there, and it's a nice shoestring catch
for
out number one. Yeah, great swing by Morgan. I mean, that's exactly what you want to do.
Third baseman, number 1, Farrah Williams.
But back to the point, you basically have this group of kids at the bottom and this group of kids at the top. And when you get in the middle of the game, it's just like, oh my gosh, is there a girl here who doesn't run a sub-13 100?
Yeah.
And they can fly.
And hopefully it'll be like the Chiefs wide receivers this year, flying down the field.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are fleet of foot now. And I'm sure I mentioned that I went to kindergarten with Billy Williams, their dad, the Williams' father.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to, we were the two fastest kids. So we would always race. And, but he always was fast.
Mm-hmm.
And so they get it legitly.
That's Farrah Williams, and she floats one out into center that gets down, but kind of in no man's land where Hinton had this weight on it to see if it was going to get down or somebody was going to catch it. And they're able to get her forced out at second base. So good play there by Pattonsburg Winston to make a play on a ball that gets down for 2 outs, and that brings up Gracie Williams. There goes Farrah trying to steal second. She's going to be successful. So the wheels on the base for the Panthers pays dividends there, and there's a runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Gracie.
I think Gracie's up. That's what I always tell Farrah. I always go up to her and say, hey, did you know I went to kindergarten with your dad? That's kind of a running joke with her.
Good pitch away. Iddings has hit that spot now about 2 or 3 times. That's been effective.
Yeah.
Gracie able to foul it off, but 0-2.
Well, that's what you got to do, right? The ones that you can't handle, you foul them away and then wait for one that you can. A mistake by the pitcher, jump on it.
And this is where you want to get these speed runners. 2 strikes where you try to take away the bunt and make them into full hitters, and we got to pop up in front of the plate, catcher out making a basket catch for the inning. So good defense there by Winston. And the Panthers get, I'm going to go no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. And after 2, North Platte leads 2-0.
We'll be back on North Platte Sports Radio for inning number 3 as we start to the top of the third, and Pattonsburg Winston will be up to bat on North Platte Sports Radio right after this.
We appreciate our sponsors of North Platte Sports Radio. Here's one you should check out.
Did your current propane company leave you out in the cold last winter? There's something you can do about that. Give Nash Gas a call. Nash Gas has been locally family-owned and operated since 1945. Let our family take care of your family this winter. Nash Gas offers keep full programs, winter heating contracts, and budget plans, all with superior customer service. Contact Nash Gas at 816-450-3333 or online at nashgasco.com.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Hey parents, do kids think you're out of touch because of the way you dress?
Yes.
Well, say hello to instant style with Fashion On. Just spray Fashion On whatever you're wearing and look cool in an instant. Turn orthopedic shoes into vintage high tops, pleated khakis into skinny jeans. Even clip-on ties become fly gold chains. Just spray, let it dry, and presto.
What about my fanny pack?
You mean your hip MP3 player?
Wow.
But what about my bifocals? You mean your hot pink shutter shades?
Welcome back, North Platte Sports Radio. We head to the top of the third inning, where Pattonsburg Winston will be batting here. Kate Wolf still on the mound, and Ryan Davis with the play-by-play.
6 up, 6 down so far here in the championship game for Kate Wolf. Bringing to the plate 789 for Pattonsburg Winston.
Leading off for Pattonsburg Winston, number 7, Inslee McCurry.
McCurry, the second baseman, left-handed batter. Pitch from Wolf, misses down, ball 1. But again, this is like, that's my thing as a pitcher. If you're going to miss, that's where you miss. Just miss down, miss just off. So if that's your miss, that's helpful. Kate delivers the second pitch, and that one is a strike. Fouled off on the left side, 1-1.
Usually if the ball's low like that, if that's where your mistake is, it's harder for the batter to do damage with it as opposed to leaving it middle or right in their wheelhouse.
And when you have 2 strikes and it's over the plate and it's down, you're likely going to get a swing from the batter.
Mm-hmm.
And about the only thing you're going to get out of it is strike 3 or a tapper softly to somebody somewhere.
Right, where they don't get all of it.
Pitch just on the corner for Kate Wolf.
She must have grabbed the front edge of it because by the time it got back to Cunningham's glove, it was over here. It must have been that front corner.
Little screwball there from Kate. 1-2. There, good rise ball. Strike 3 gets away from Cunningham, and it's going to allow the runner to advance to first base. So strikeout recorded, but reaches on the pass ball.
Left fielder number 5, Pinson's.
I think that's a Pitzenbarger. I grew up with Pitzenbargers. Pitzenbarger. Yeah, next time. The Pitzenbargers are good people from where I'm from.
Well, maybe I need to record it once right and then just play that.
There you go.
Instead of doing it live all the time.
1-0 to 1-0 from Wolf to Pitzenbarger. Fastball, Pitzenbarger behind it, strike 1.
You're just rubbing it in now, aren't you?
Or
are you just trying to get it so I hear it so many times?
I mean, like if you look at our lineup, you see Zweibaum, you're like, what is that?
Oh, yeah.
You say it, it's fine.
I've had to tell people how that one works.
Good pitch from Kate, down and in on the corner, strike 2.
I had to spell it out phonetically for them to help them pronounce it correctly.
Here's the 1-2 from Wolf. Strike 3 this time, but occupied. You can throw the runner out. Don't need to do that because that's occupied. She's already out. And throw that down to second, try to get that runner. So 2 strikeouts from Wolf.
Yeah, should have thrown
leading
it
to 1 out. Yeah, she's already out there at first with a runner on first base.
Batting ninth, right fielder number 8, Claire Christensen.
See, those are some things early on you work on. Kind of have a tournament here with some competition where you can learn those things and then be ready as the season goes along. Wolf delivers a pitch. There's strike one. Good rise ball from Wolf, 0-2. This is the number 9 hole for Pattonsburg. Winston Claire Christensen. Kate's ball's moving a little bit. It's good. That's what you just want to see.
That's when you know she's kind of found a spot.
There she is. There's her third strikeout of the inning for out number 2.
Catcher number 1, Jaden Goebel.
Goebel, her first time up, hit a ground ball to Farrah Williams at third base that she made a play on 3-1. Goebel, nice athlete, catcher here for Pattonsburg Winston. I mean, top of third here, 2-0 Panther lead. They got their, top of the order back up. This is a spot you want to shut it down to not let them try to gain momentum. A little single here can make this 2-1, and then you got a runner on with the middle of the order coming up. So, kind of, big spot here for the Panthers to kind of maintain momentum here early on in the ballgame. The 1-0 from Wolf. She delivers, and that misses high, ball 2.
Yeah, because she represents the tying run. The Panthers are up 2-0. And kind of like you said, you don't want to give them any inkling that they can kind of mount a rally here, especially a 2-out one.
There's a fastball up, but gets help from Goebel for strike 1.
I've seen several batters do that, and I'm wondering, the only reason they would do it is if they're just simply not picking the ball up, or they're just going to swing regardless of where the pitch goes.
And it's hard, and softball's difficult. The ball goes up and down. That's where, baseball, the ball's coming down. There's no such thing as a rise ball unless you're getting kind of underneath it or a submarine. You're getting a little Quisenberry or, John Schreiber type action on it, but you don't know which way that thing's going. Even in baseball, it's hard. A screwball is almost gone, where a screwball's a weapon here for Kate Wolf. There's a ground ball to Crook. She gets down to her knees to make sure the ball doesn't get underneath her and makes a nice play to his Y bomber. So very good play by Crook. That's knowing what position you play. If you have to do that at shortstop or even third, that's kind of hard to do. But playing second base, that's, do what you got to do to keep the ball in the dirt. She does. She's able to make the play at 1. So no runs, no hits.
One left?
One left. And actually 3 strikeouts and an out recorded from the Panthers. After 2.5, North Platte leads 2-0.
We'll be back on North Platte Sports Radio after this.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the MSH-SAA and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey parents, do kids think you're out of touch because of the way you dress?
Yes.
Well, say hello to instant style with Fashion On. Just spray Fashion On whatever you're wearing and look cool in an instant. Turn orthopedic shoes into vintage high tops, pleated khakis into skinny jeans. Even clip-on ties become fly gold chains. Just spray, let it dry, and presto.
What about my fanny pack?
You mean your hip MP3 player?
Wow.
What about my bifocals? You mean your hot pink shutter shades? Hey, I can't see. But your kids can see you, and trust me, they see fashion.
Thanks, Fashion On.
Fashion On is not available in stores because it doesn't exist. But that's okay. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Because kids in foster care don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, go to adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to North Platte Sports Radio. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Sophie Greer leading off for the Panthers. Ryan Davis play-by-play.
Sophie Greer takes a pitch on the outside corner, strike one. Another one just misses up. 1-1 to Greer.
Actually, it's 2-0.
That's why I said 1-1.
Oh, is it 1-1?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's ball 2 to Greer, missing down. I got a segment I want to do in this next inning or so. We're going to call it Steve Believes.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
This sounds vicious.
Yeah, Steve Believes. Found off from Greer.
I was wanting a rule or because last baseball season we discussed who was the fastest, and I can't remember Daniel. I picked Daniel Atkinson. I can't remember who he was up against.
Probably Mr. Kemper.
There's
Kemper. Strike 3 to Greer on the outside corner. And Iddings has hit that pitch. That's a good spot she's staying at. She's doing a good job. Staying on that outside corner with that fastball.
15, McKenna Cunningham.
So it brings up Cunningham. Cunningham hit the ball hard. It ended up being off the left fielder's glove and off the fence her last time up.
Panthers need to get the bats going again.
Yeah, kind of stalled out a little bit here. So here's Cunningham. Little tapper to third. Going to be a tough play from the third baseman. Throw, and she throws it away. Cunningham's at first. She's to second, and nobody's there. She's going to second.
She could go 3.
She's going to third. She's going to stand up at third base. And that's kind of just put the ball in play.
Yeah.
See what happens. So
little dribbler down the third base line and turns into a triple.
Yep. So runner third, one out for Cunningham, or for Francis Gossett. So Steve Believes.
Runner number 2, Taylor Seitz.
What does Steve believe will be the outcome of the Royals this year?
Ooh, no playoffs. They're going to miss the playoffs.
Ball gets away from the catcher here. Francis Cosson 1-0.
I'll tell you what will determine it. It's if they continue to drop games in Detroit and then they turn around and do the same thing to Cleveland, they are not going to the postseason.
Now,
My son and I had this conversation already.
That's probably the safe money on that one.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad, but it's kind of, Denny Matthews has brought that up several times where if it's not your year, it's not your year, but if it is your year, it is. And what
boy, that is some high quality breaking it down.
Let me break it down. No, here's what breaks it down, is that all the things that you might deem lucky or of chance go your way, and when they don't, in other words,
I know exactly what you mean. It's
but
I'm just giving you crap, but that's
I mean, that's one of the finer points of baseball that an average fan who doesn't really look at it or study it or watch it that much, they don't understand that part of it. And it is. It just that you can't make it happen. You can't try harder like you could maybe in football to, run harder up the middle to gain an extra yard. Baseball is not played that way.
Cosson fouls off a pitch there, so staying 1-2. Down can get her home just like that. So good job by Cosson. Little tapper to third, and she is out at strikes and do anything, put the ball in play, get the run home. Good at bat.
Number 7, Dee Zweibacher.
So we'll see if Dee with 2 outs can start the Panthers again.
You said Steve Believes. I thought it was Steve Bleeds.
Believes.
Oh, Believes. Okay.
Believes, yeah.
I thought it was
do
bleeding.
Bleeds, too.
I thought it was bleeding.
Believe. Steve Believes.
Well, we've already talked, Marilyn and I and Justin Greer were talking about doing, giving blood or having blood drawn.
Yeah. 0-1 to Dee. That one misses high. 1-1 to Zweibacher. What does Steve believe will be the Chiefs' record this season?
Some people have got them around 15-2. And
ground ball from Zweibacher to short, and she is retired. So the Panthers find a way to get one on an error. It's kind of a 3-base error. Good at bat from Cosson to be able to push one across. So after 3, the Panthers lead 3-0.
We'll be back on North Platte Sports Radio after these messages.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, I wanted to get back in the game. So I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students and sign up to become an official in Missouri at highschoolofficials.com.
Hi, my name is Stanley, and I've been arrested for stealing shoes. I didn't really steal them, but I've been sent to Camp Green Lake anyway. The worst punishment a kid could get. And at Camp Green Lake, we dig holes. Lots of holes. I've only been here a short time, but I think the camp director is up to something. I'm Stanley Yelnats, and I'm covering more than dirt at Camp Green Lake. Explore new worlds. Read my story in the novel Holes by Lewis Sacker. For other great book ideas, visit your local library or log on to literacy.gov. Brought to you by the Library of Congress and the Ad Council.
North Platte Sports Radio. We head to the top of the fourth inning, where it'll be the number 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Pattonsburg Winston. Kate Wolf still throwing on the mound. And the batter, Maddie Iddings, walking to the plate. Ryan Davis with the play-by-play.
So Wolf still working with, after 3 innings, one of those things we don't talk about.
Fourth inning, number 4, Addie Iddings.
Fastball from Wolf to Iddings is down in the zone for strike 1. Swing and a miss.
Panthers on top 3-0 here in the top of the fourth.
Wolf. There it is, same pitch. Iddings takes that one, strike 2. She's looking at the umpire, but you just swung at the same thing.
Is that the look saying, hey, if I throw that same pitch, I want that same strike?
That might be.
Which is legit.
If I miss Wolf, I go right back there.
Oh, yeah.
Same spot. She doesn't, and that's why she's the pitcher, and we are the commentators.
Hey.
And she finds strike 3 to Iddings.
Now batting number 22, Izzy Berger.
Well, got her in. She didn't swing the bat on the first 2, and when the next one comes in kind of high, and we talked about that before, where those higher pitches look good, but you can't get to them. If you do get to them, the only thing you do is pop them up. But definitely trying to protect, and then kind of had her a little bit over anxious to swing the bat. Came up empty, so credit to Kate Wolf. And it would have been the Wolf call had we had a home game.
I'm trying to decide.
What? Whether this is a home game or not?
Yeah.
Well, whenever they have the opportunity of being the visitor, it can't be the home game. I mean, there's always that possibility, even whether they win the coin toss or not.
Yeah, I like the logic.
Number 13, Caitlin Estes.
Ground ball to Farrah Williams at third. She retires over to Didi for out number 2. Second play of this game made by Farrah. So one of those things we don't talk about is safe through 3 2/3 from Wolf, and there's strike 1. Missing high and away. Ball 1. It's been one of her misses there, is the little high and away spot. And again, that's maybe a spot that they're trying to hit, and those are good misses from Kate.
Yeah, as opposed to maybe missing middle.
Middle. We haven't seen much middle. There's one. Savannah Crook, the vacuum, and the dig from Zweibaum. That's third play by Crook, and that's a second nice one in back-to-back innings. Backhand coming quick. She makes sure she gets down on it and makes the play over Crook. So through 4, no runs for Pattonsburg Winston. No runs, no hits. Nobody left after 3.5. North Platte leads 3-0.
We'll be back on North Platte Sports Radio for the bottom of the fourth inning after this.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game. So I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Missouri at highschoolofficials.com.
Hi, my name is Stanley, and I've been arrested for stealing shoes. I didn't really steal them, but I've been sent to Camp Green Lake anyway. The worst punishment a kid could get. And at Camp Green Lake, we dig holes. Lots of holes. I've only been here a short time, but I think the camp director is up to something. I'm Stanley Yelnats, and I'm covering more than dirt at Camp Green Lake. Explore new worlds. Read my story in the novel Holes by Louis Sacker. For other great book ideas, visit your local library or log on to literacy.gov. Brought to you by the Library of Congress and the Ad Council.
We're back at the ballpark, bottom of the fourth inning. Savannah Crook leading off the inning.
Crook goes after the first pitch and hits a little floater to second base, and her compadre with Crook playing second base and able to make the out. So that brings up Kate Wolf, trying to help herself out here. One out. Go ahead.
I was going to say, the last couple of innings, the Panthers have not been very effective in getting the leadoff bat on.
It's
the
true.
Leadoff batter.
Yeah.
And that's hard then to start a rally. Now they did get one in the bottom of the third after they didn't do that. But I think it helps open the floodgates.
Kate catches one off the end of the bat, but has enough on it to float it over shortstop for a hit. So Kate Wolf's on for the second time.
Nice job.
And we'll see if Charlie Hinton comes back out of the dugout to run for Kate, and she does.
Number 17, Morgan Ball. Charlie Hinton, courtesy runner at first base.
I'm going to say in Kate's next 10 at-bats, in one of her next 10 at-bats, she's going to hit one out.
Really?
Yep.
So you
Call him a
believe.
shot.
Brian believes.
In one of her next 10 at-bats, Kate's hitting one out. So this week, Kate's going to hit one out.
Well, there's only...
She's got 3 games this week.
3 games, but
we push
only
on whether
2
she
are
gets 10
here,
at-bats.
right? 2
yeah,
are here.
You can hit it out in other places.
Well, I know.
Yeah. There goes Hinton down to second, and she's there. Good job, Charlie.
Throw was a little short. Shortstop had to cut in front of second to grab it.
Good speed by Hinton. So here they go, Hinton, Ball, Williams, Williams. And this is the part of the order where it kind of turned into a different team where they're charging. There's ground ball from Ball. That's going to get through, and there's speed on the bases. Hinton's going to make sure it gets through the shortstop and is able to advance to third after it does.
There you go.
And I got speed at third, speed at first, and some speed at the plate.
Number 1, Farrah Williams.
Well, this is the perfect recipe after not getting the leadoff man on. Single, or a stolen base.
This is where I think the Panthers can be tough. They got runners on base, and you now roll over speed at the top. I think this is where they can do their damage. It's maybe a little unconventional what you'd see from other teams where you start maybe middle of the orders where you're going to do your damage. I think this is where North Platte's going to do their damage on the years. The bottom of the order happens to get on, and then the speed comes up. That's where I can see some stuff happening. Now, I don't want to put the kibosh on it here because Farrah's down 0-2, but she can put the ball in play and we're going to see some stuff happen.
Yeah.
There it is. This ball hitting the right field. Hitting tag. And the runner will not advance, and it's going to be out number 2.
Almost would have liked to see her tag.
Yeah, would like to see the tag there. Again, got some learning moments here early on.
18, Gracie Williams.
So Williams is up there now with 2 away and 2 ducks on the pond out there at second and third. Big runs, those are.
There's one hit into left.
Look at
it's
that.
down. There you go. Gracie Williams with a hit to left field. Is going to bring in 1 to extend the Panther lead to 4.
That's her sister picking her up.
So Gracie now on second. Ball on third. Greer at the plate. And let's see if the Panthers have some shenanigans going on the bases here.
Williams is going to be on second. There she goes. I mean, this is, oh my, that one's skied.
Greer swinging first pitch. Fouls went off here to the left side, and it finds the earth for strike one.
After it had gone quite high.
Well, it was questionable at a moment there, whether it was going to or not.
It was very high, but no one had the chance to run it underneath it.
I thought,
You thought maybe they could?
I thought there might have a steal and then something going on there at third base, too. But it's not going to be. Have a walk down to second from Gracie, but
yeah,
I thought there could have been a little shenanigans on there if the throw was going anywhere other than just back to the pitcher.
So is that defensive indifference? Is that a slow one? I don't think you
It's a great question. It's not like an MLB defensive indifference, but it's more like you can't get them out. You hate to not give them a steal for.
I guess
it's not indifference; you just can't do it, or you're like making. It's almost like a fielder's choice type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Sophie's going to get away with one there for ball 2. It could have been strike 3 and out of the inning, and now she's going to get a second life. So runner at second, runner at third. 2-2 to Sophie Greer. 4-0 Panthers. Let's see if Sophie can take advantage. She hits a ground ball to third. That's going to get through the wickets. Morgan Ball comes home. Gracie runs home. It's 6-0 Panthers.
Just
Sophie's
like that.
into second base.
Just like that.
So that's what the Panthers needed, kind of, not anything necessarily induced by themselves, but again, just putting the ball in play, making them snap another one, and able to extend the lead out to 6-0. One 1-0 to Cunningham. There's one off the end of the bat, a little spinner. Second base spinning, a little two-hand pick and a two-hand catch from Pattonsburg Winston to record the out at first base from Cunningham. So Panthers able to push 3 across. We got 20 minutes.
So how many hits?
Hey,
there was quite
my bad. 30 minutes. 30.
So several hits.
Yeah.
Because
an unnamed amount of hits based on your decision of hit near there.
1, 2,
numerous
3,
balls put
4.
in play.
At least 4. I think at least 4.
At least 4 balls put in play.
Yeah.
Depending on the type of glasses you're wearing, X amount of hits, Y amount of errors. Most importantly, 3 across, and after 4, 6-0 North Platte.
So the Panthers lead as we head to the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back on North Platte Sports Radio with that after these messages.
We appreciate our sponsors of North Platte Sports Radio. Here's one you should check out.
Did your current propane company leave you out in the cold last winter? There's something you can do about that. Give Nash Gas a call. Nash Gas has been locally family-owned and operated since 1945. Let our family take care of your family this winter. Nash Gas offers keep full programs, winter heating contracts, and budget plans, all with superior customer service. Contact Nash Gas at 816-450-3333 or online at nashgasco.com.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Missouri at highschoolofficials.com.
Hi, my name is Stanley, and I've been arrested for stealing shoes. I didn't really steal them, but I've been sent to Camp Green Lake anyway. The worst punishment a kid could get. And at Camp Green Lake, we dig holes. Lots of holes. I've only been here a short time, but I think the camp director is up to something. I'm Stanley.
Heading to the top of the 5th inning. The number 6 batter, the number 6 batter. Number 5 batter is up there for Pattonsburg Winston.
Kincaid's first 2 pitches, one down the middle and one missing just in, so 1-1. We're in the spot of trying to hold off the rain, Steve. It's raining in St. Joe.
Oh, is it?
It's raining in
check my
Atchison.
radar.
It's raining in Tonganoxie, so it's kind of circling us, but we are in like a little horseshoe right now where we're safe. And I don't think it's not even bad rain. It's not even, I think our closest lightning strike is in Minnesota.
Oh,
so it's very light, but
is it heading our
we're
way?
at the top of the fifth, and it's time to throw some strikes, get some outs, and put them on the board and get her going. Good pitch from Caitmus and just down 2-2.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Yeah, it's it's heading to the east, north of us, but not really making much headway where we're at.
Pitch strike 3 from Wolf. 1 away.
Number 6, Rosie Cameron.
So we're not playing the Wolf sound because it's not a home game, but what if I make my own Wolf sound? Just to happen to do it.
Yeah, as a fan, you're free to do whatever you like, although at the districts, they brought those noise
those
makers.
Are neutral. Yeah, I can't do that.
And those got them in trouble.
Yeah, I can't do that.
The umpire yelled at them for too many noisemakers.
Yeah, not supposed to do that.
Or doing it whenever, I can't, there's something about they could do them, but they only had to do them at a certain time.
Got caught.
Yeah. That was frowned upon.
Yeah.
Over in Pattonsburg, I do believe. I'm kind of scarred by it, even though I wasn't the one doing it. But I don't know. I guess it's good to have that control because these aren't college. I guess that's the next level, right? In college, you're going to have things amped up.
You can have that stuff. I think we can amp it up. 0-2 here from Wolf. Good rise ball on the way, and it's floated out to Farrell Williams for out number 2. So still one of those things we don't talk about through 4 2/3.
Number 7, Emsley McCreary.
McCreary.
That we don't talk about?
Yeah, one of those things we don't talk about.
Is this a superstitious thing? So you're saying that if you talked about it, it would somehow make it go away?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Or
yes.
Would it simply be
the pitch
that?
Are you like? Go ahead.
Well, I mean, the argument against that would simply be that it would have happened whether you talked about it or not.
No.
It's kind of like if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's there to hear it, does it still make a sound?
That's different.
It's the same logic.
That's not a super. It's kind of it's logical, but this is this is how I choose to live my life.
Okay. Well, okay. I just not telling you that part of it. I'm not arguing that part of
pitching
it.
from Wolf. A good 2 pitches down, and then a little change the eye level, fastball high. So
goodness
through
gracious.
5 with one of those things we don't talk about.
Vamp a little bit here. Well, I got to start some between innings music before we do this.
In a spot here now for the Panthers, if they can get 4 across in the 5th, that can end the ball game. We do have a trophy if the Panthers were able to close this out. And let's try both of these things here. Now, I'm gambling on one of these.
Uh-oh.
I'm talking about something, whether it would happen or not. Like I'm going to go get a trophy.
But you're going to prepare for it.
And I'm not saying, but yet on this other thing with Miss Wolf, I'm saying the same thing we don't talk about. So we're trying both of these theories at the same time.
Oh, dear. Yeah. But it depends on where you talk about it, too, doesn't it? I mean, if they talk about it in the dugout, that's different than us talking about it on the broadcast.
No. Location, where doesn't matter.
If they're
talking
about
real
estate,
yeah,
it's not
if
location.
they're talking about it in Sri Lanka, they're jinxing it. If we have any listeners we have, if you're listening and you're listening in Sri Lanka and you put it in the chat, you've jinxed it.
And then it's on you.
It's on them.
It's on.
I'm blaming the Sri Lankan listener.
Well, how do we know?
But this other thing, we'll try this too. I'm going to go get the trophy, okay?
All right, we'll be back on North Platte Sports Radio. Panthers on top, 6-0, as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. And leading off is going to be Franny Cosson. Leading off for the Panthers, the right fielder, number 8, Franny Cosson. So Franny Cosson stands in against Eddings. 6-0 again. North Platte popped up, got underneath it. Catcher's over by the first base side, one-handed grab. And so Cosson quickly put away.
That brings up Dee Zweibaummer.
Number 7, Dee Zweibaummer.
Fastball above the letters. Dee offers for strike one.
Yeah, I think Cosson probably could have got her swinging at a higher pitch.
There's one shot into right field for a nice hit. No question on what that one is. Good hit by Dee for a single. So 1-on-1 out here in the 5th inning for Savannah Crook.
Number 11, Savannah Crook.
So 3 sophomores here in a row in the batting order for the Panthers today. Go ahead.
The last inning, Kate Wolf led off with a single after the first out was made. Here we've got the same thing. So if we talk about it, is that going to jinx it? No, I'd say not, because there is a single, and now it's bobbled by the right fielder, and the runner's all the way to third.
See, now
not stopping there and coming home.
Zweibaummer's into home, making it 7-0. Crook to second base.
Goodness gracious. See, look at that.
See, so now
maybe we should talk about it.
No, I think different things have different rules on how it goes.
Batting's different.
You've heard this. Hitting is contagious. So you want to talk about hitting, like, hey, Dee nice hit. Hey, Savannah, nice hit. Hitting's contagious.
Yes.
But other things, you know what they are. You don't talk about them.
Well,
Ball 1 to Wolf.
It's kind of like one of those baseball rules that, there's a lot of superstition around.
Yeah. Hitting's contagious. We can talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Positive thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But yet there's some things that are just,
I know. I don't know whoever came up with that talking about it somehow jinxed it. A very superstitious person probably did it, and then it got everybody else believing that.
I like to think of it more like it's tradition to just kind of. That's just what this.
Well, it's become.
That's shot into right field again. That's 3 in a row. Remember, hitting's contagious. We can talk about it. Kate Wolf shoots one into right, kind of gets away from the right fielder. Crook all the way in to score 8-0, and Kate Wolf ends up on second base. So the winning run, even though the Panthers are up 8-0, the winning run is now at the plate for the Panthers to lock it up here in 5, and it looks like Hinton is out to get Wolf. So all of a sudden here, some speed and good bats here for the Panthers, and a chance to try to put the ball game in the tournament away.
So far, the formula of getting the first batter, the leadoff batter, to ground out or make an out has been fruitful for the Panthers to score 3 in the bottom of the 4th, and now 2 so far in the 5th, and only 1 away.
3 legitimate hits for the Panthers, shot into right. Let's see if Ball can make it a 4th. There's a pitch on the outside corner that's too far out.
I wonder
for Morgan.
I wonder if they're adjusting. So you know where that pitch ended up. It was much outside. So I wonder if she's been kind of hitting out there, and they've been trying to pull it.
Instead of talking about what they're not supposed to talk about in the dugout, I'm sure that's what they've been focused on, is shooting that ball into right.
Well, I know Clay is one analytical mind that would tell them, hey, if that pitch is out there, just take it to right. Don't make it harder on yourself. Just why? Because he was talking earlier in an earlier game. He's mentioning about.
That's Morgan. She's hit another one up the middle. Remember her last at bat, she smashed one into center right at the center fielder. This one also hit hard up the middle off the pitcher's glove and kind of straight down. And again, the track star for the Panthers, if you put that on the ground for any period of time,
you're not getting
one of those 3 girls, those 3 at the top, Morgan at the bottom, are going to beat it out.
Well, they were on a relay team together, weren't they?
They were. Ball 1 from Farah. I think that was going to be a show bunt, and see what happens if we're going to steal. Morgan didn't go, but I got a strong feeling Morgan's going to go on this one. Bunt from Farah. Oh, that's nasty.
Oh, my goodness.
Good gravy.
You couldn't have rolled it or just placed it out there any better. My goodness.
Beautiful. So, ball advances to second. The ball was on the chalk on the third base line. Hinton smartly just stays put and, applauds from third base as Farah reaches. So bases loaded now for Gracie. That's driven into center. That could be the ball game. Hinton is in. Here comes Ball, and that'll be the ball game.
There's the 10
so the Panthers are going to be up 10-0. So I'm going to let you do this, kind of talk
All
for a
right.
little bit. They're going to shake hands. I'm going to go take the plaque out there, and you do an announce thing like they want it. Okay, buddy?
Sounds good. All right, we will hang on 1 second.
That's the ball game. North Platte Panthers finish on top, and they are also the tournament winners. And if the Panthers will congregate somewhere over there by their dugout on the third base side, I believe there is a plaque headed your way for finishing first in the North Platte Invitational Tournament. I'd like to thank Pattonsburg, Winston, East Buchanan, and Lexington for coming out for today's games. I wish you all the best in your continued softball season.
All right, so the Panthers do finish on top and take to be good pitching, and then some speedy runners at the top and at the end of the lineup, and just